NBA TV's NBA Action. This week, we'll follow Jerry Sloan's much-improved Jazz and have more of our look at Miami's Dwayne Wade. Plus, we'll have injury news on a Denver Nuggets star. See how Chicago's Ben Gordon gets in shape for the season. And, as always, we'll bring you the top 10 plays of the week from around the league.
Driving jam! Tim Duncan!
Get out! He's unstoppable! You cannot believe what we just saw! Oh, man, what a dunk!
Tear up that rim, young fella. Sensational!
Oh, I'm shaking in my chair! Oh, and home!
We tip things off by going into the action with the league's early season surprise team, the Utah Jazz. After a disappointing season in which they missed the playoffs, the Jazz knew they needed big performances this year from veterans Carlos Boozer and the newly acquired Derek Fisher.
I think we're a very talented team. I also think that we did a great job of getting some good pieces like Derek Fisher. He's a big-time player. And we got some good young guys that are going to play a little bit. And hopefully the guys that were here last year still have that taste in our mouth and not making it. And we use that as motivation throughout the season.
The Jazz were tested early when they paid a visit to Phoenix in what would be a classic Western Conference duel.
Banks gets a screen, pops open, and can't get the shot to go. Rebound comes to Boozer. Aaron Williams handling well, goes in. I tell you, he's strong.
A late surge by Phoenix couldn't stop the Jazz, who came back to tie the score and then took the lead on a Boozer dunk.
Williams gets it into Boozer. Boozer.
Utah held on when Leandro Barbosa's potential game winner clanged off the back of the rim.
Barbosa the three, not there. Rebound to Fisher, and Fisher now with 2 seconds going to dribble it out, and the Jazz are defeating the Suns 108 to 104. So the Suns now, it's up to 1-2, the Jazz 2-0.
Former Piston Mehmet Okur saw some familiar faces when his old team came to town. He scored 15 first-half points, but Detroit's front court kept things close.
Prince backs in on Williams. He'll lean off the glass, and McDyess lowers the boom.
Antonio McDyess put Detroit on top late in the fourth, but Okur scored 5 of Utah's final 8 points to put them ahead, and then came up big one more time.
But it's taken by Tayshaun. Phillips to Hamilton. 2 seconds. Blocked by Okur. It's over. It is over. 4 straight wins to open the season for the Utah Jazz.
This was a great ball game. We've gotten great effort from everybody that's come off the bench. Every guy that's playing for us is playing well and contributing. You can't ask for much more right now. We just got to stay focused and keep pushing.
It would take plenty of pushing later that week to hold off the Bucks, who got a career night from all-star guard Michael Redd.
Red, yes, and 1. 49 for Michael Redd on another three-pointer.
With 39 second-half points from Redd, Milwaukee came from 24 points down, but needed a 3 to tie it in overtime.
Aaron Williams tied up Redd on the breakout. Michael catches, shoots, 3. Yes! Michael Redd, 57 points, a Bucks record for the tie with 6.9 remaining. Inside off the glass, 1.8. Harpering.
After Matt Harpring gave the Jazz the lead, the Bucks looked to Redd once again to pull it out with a 3.
Redd again.
Would have been storybook.
That would have given him 60 and the victory. What a game tonight.
Back home against the Suns, the Jazz tried to go 9-1.
Williams drives, left hand, contact.
Count it!
Here we go.
Count it! Williams keeping the Jazz alive.
Darren Williams scored 25 points as the Jazz battled back to tie the game, but the Suns would have the final shot.
One for the win here. 7 seconds. 6. Barbosa. drives, hangs, it comes out! 1.4 to play!
In overtime, the Jazz went in front behind more clutch shooting by Darren Williams.
Williams squares and hits! The W!
And Mike D'Antoni's frustration would continue as the Suns failed to get the tying basket despite 2 open looks.
Banks, in and out, tipped out, one more try at the buzzer. No! Jazz win!
Welcome back to NBA TV's NBA Action. Now we go back into the action as we continue our profile of Miami Heat superstar Dwayne Wade.
15 strong was just something that coach came up with, and he walked around and gave everyone cards, before our whole run started, and said, this is what it's all about.
Game 1 of the 2006 NBA Finals, the Heat and the Mavericks. 2 teams that have never been here before, ready to have at it at the American Airlines Center in front of a packed house.
It kind of felt crazy, they'll be like, wow, this is where I always wanted to be, this is where I always dreamed of being. And you never know how the finals are until you get there. You can watch it on TV, you can be in the stands, but until you're on that court, you will never feel nothing like this. This is not an all-star game, this is the finals. And it's just amazing, and I just felt overwhelmed, but also knew that I had a very, very important job to do on the biggest stage there is in sports.
Now these teams met twice during the regular season, and Dallas won those games by an average of 24.5 points a game.
We're attacking now, okay? Everybody down the court now, let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Terry wheels on the dribble, drives it in for the right side, to the rim for the jam.
They win game 1 of the finals over the Miami Heat, 90-80.
Comes back to Stackhouse for 3. Stackhouse, long 3. Got it, and fouled by Wade.
3 fouls away. Stackhouse's tray.
Miami is, quite frankly, out to lunch.
Them coming out the first 2 games and really putting, their offense up against our defense, they just played better than us. No question about it. We didn't make the rotation we needed to make, and they made shots.
No. Dwayne, your thoughts leading up to this game? Obviously, very important game.
Yeah, very important game. Thoughts is just, to come out and play hard, man. Looking forward to see how this team respond to the challenge of coming out and playing better than last game. So, looking forward to it.
As we approach the midway point of the 4th, it is desperation time for the Miami Heat. And the lead 13 largest of the game.
Don't count Miami out yet.
They have a chance as long as Dwayne's out there attacking the rim. Dwayne Wade breathes life back into the Miami cause. And the sellout crowd in the AAA roars delight.
The main thing that happened was that everyone that came in the game, everyone that stepped on the court, made a play to help us win that game.
Stolen by Udonis. Udonis on the dribble, and he got fouled. Holy mackerel! Time for T-Wade. And on his cape, and he's got it wide left beyond the stripe. Wade, left baseline, wide open. The jumper, good.
1-point game now. 1:16 to go.
This is absolutely shocking.
Now Wade, high left side, 9 seconds, Wade. Stops, out to J-Dub. J-Dub drives. Tate, step around with 2 on the clock.
And right at the buzzer, hits a 2. His only field goal.
Miami up by 2. Nowitzki set to inbound. A second left on the game clock. The alley-oop tipped up in the air, and Miami has done the improbable.
They have won this ball game on an unbelievable 4th quarter by Dwayne Wade.
And the Miami Heat right back in the NBA Finals.
It ain't over. Game 4 coming up. what, that's what it's all about, you know, and that's when I knew. I said, okay, even though we're down 2-1, I think we got a mental edge, you know, right now, and especially with 2 more games left at home. So we was very confident after the game. Been so long. At home again. You know, after a dramatic win the other night, confidence is up as a team. So we're feeling good coming tonight about where we stand. So they're gonna make it a series tonight.
Hey, we know they're highly capable, but not against us, okay? Let's go, White.
I was in the groove, man. You know, it's just about, you know, myself. I'm thinking that, like, if I'm in the groove, I'm like, okay, I'm tough to guard right now.
Wade shooting a 3. He hits again.
The Miami Heat have evened up this series.
The Mavericks were 6.5 minutes away from a 3-0 lead. Here we are tied at 2, essentially a best of 3, game 5.
Everybody, everybody, bring it in. Everybody, come on. 1, 2, 3, Heat.
Wade puts it in. Miami leads.
I'm not scared of failure. You know, I'm not scared of if I miss. I'm not scared of that. You know, I would take that on, and I grew up watching one of the best do it in Michael Jordan. So to me, it's kind of what I know from a person that I looked at as a role model.
Tie game with 1:20 to play. Wade pulls up. Bang! Dwayne Wade again!
In college, you know, I missed game-winning shots before, and I missed clutch free throws before.
Like the tension is palpable here in the arena.
And I always said, man, if I ever get back in them situations, my focus needs to be at the top of this level, and I need to be in best condition at that time so I can make up for these mistakes that I have made before.
Main thing right now, the pressure is on Dwayne Wade to make the foul shot.
Heat lead. Marquise Daniels inbound to Harris. Harris chucks it, and Miami wins the ball game, and have a 3-2 lead in this series.
Incredible, just the heart that he has. He just rises to the occasion.
Watch your back, watch your back. Watch your back.
We're back with more of NBA TV's NBA Action. Now we log on to NBA.com, beginning with news about this year's NBA All-Star Game.
In 5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
All-Star balloting has begun for the 2007 game in Las Vegas. And there to celebrate the occasion was Las Vegas Mayor Oscar Goodman, who sees his city as the ideal setting for the best show in basketball.
This is cool. It's great. It's great for Vegas, great for the NBA, a perfect marriage between the entertainment capital of the world and the greatest ever entertaining sport imaginable.
Fans can cast their votes online at NBA.com in what should be a memorable All-Star event.
It speaks for itself, man. I think, you know, this is a neutral site in Vegas. It's live itself, but to bring the All-Star game here is going to be extra live. So at the same time, I think it's going to be great for the fans and great for the city itself, and it's going to be a great turnout.
In other news, Denver Nuggets forward Kenyon Martin is out for the season after he underwent surgery on his right knee. Last year, Martin averaged 13 points and 6 rebounds.
Boykins to Kenyon Martin, puts it down hot. Kmart with a two-handed slam.
Denver back to the offense. Martin. Oh, Kenyon Martin from Carmelo Anthony with his second consecutive stuff.
Also lost for the season after right knee surgery, Portland Trail Blazers forward Darius Miles. He was coming off his best season in 2006 when he averaged 14 points per game.
Parker has it. Knocked away and stolen by Miles. Darius down and jams. Oh, Darius.
And quickly after the loose ball, Harris made a stab at it. It's Randolph who has it. And Darius Miles will end the fast break with a two-hand throwdown.
Time now for more of NBA TV's NBA Action. We follow Chicago Bulls guard Ben Gordon to see how he stays in shape for the season in this week's edition of Timeout.
It's funny because, you know, growing up playing basketball, nobody ever took vacations during the summer. You're always working on your game or playing in different tournaments. I mean, I've pretty much been consumed with the game, you know, in the summer. My schedule changes, you know, depending on what time of the year it is. So right now, we're only like a week or 2 weeks from training camp. So right now, you know, I get my breakfast ready and then I start to watch film. I'm still unwinding, you know, getting ready for the day, but my mental is working. I'm looking at old tapes from last year and, you know, just kind of thinking about the things that I want to work on for this season.
Gordon turnaround is good and one. Oh my goodness.
Everybody on this level can play. You know, everybody's made big shots. Everybody's been the man, you know, pretty much every team they've played on. So the thing that separates people are conditioning, how much work and time they put into the game, you know, not only physically but mentally. That's something I've learned to pay a lot of attention to. Hopefully this year we can get past the first round and get into that Eastern Conference Finals, man.
Shaq, oh, that's a new one out of the repertoire.
Are you kidding me?
To O'Neal. The Miami Heat will advance to the second round of the playoffs as they defeat the Chicago Bulls 113-96.
It's something that's been, you know, in the back of my mind the whole offseason, but pretty much right after you're eliminated, you know that next year, I want to get to this point and beyond that. It's my program for the week. Bulls got me working hard, man. The main purpose of this program is just to lift to, gain strength and keep from getting injured. During the season, there's points where you feel like, man, I want to just take some time off and, maybe reserve some energy for later, but, when it's a big game, you can't do that. Every time you have to find the energy, you got to muster it up. And, that's the mentality I try to keep with everything I do.
Lift your arms up to the ceiling. As you come up with your chin to chest, reach your legs up and out. Now we'll start to pump. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2.
I use Pilates, keep my core strength strong and work on my flexibility. I want to play for a long time. I always told myself I want to play for 15 years, so I have to do little stuff like that just to keep myself ahead of everybody else.
I think this is easy, right?
Basketball, it's a game of creativity, especially at the guard position. So on that workout, I was just, trying to simulate different game defenses. With the paddle, that's like, a guy like Yao Ming or, Shaq jumping at me. So when it's game time, I'll be able to be calm in those situations and make those difficult shots.
Oh my goodness!
Goals that you want to reach, you got to do certain things to get there. And that's what I keep in the back of my mind. It doesn't make sense to come out here and, just shoot around if I'm not going to go full speed. So when I hit those big game shots, it motivates me.
Great move. I've worked with Shaq and Kevin Garnett and Chauncey Billups, and I've never been around a player who goes as hard as he does. It's the same thing you heard about Michael Jordan when he played here for the Bulls. So I think that Ben strives to bring the Bulls back to that same level.
I won a championship in high school, won one in college. I came to the NBA and I didn't win one. So, that's my ultimate goal is, putting another band up there. I want to get the 7th one. That's my ultimate drive. It's been a long day. Go home, get some rest, because tomorrow I got to get up and do the same thing.
Welcome back to NBA TV's NBA Action. Now it's time for the top 10 plays of the week in our NBA TV Countdown. At number 10 is the Sixers' Shavlik Randolph on the follow.
AI looking to bust the move, playing in traffic. Randolph there to hammer it back.
In at number 9 is this rejection by Alonzo Mourning.
First down, an even better block for Alonzo Mourning. He repelled another dunk. That man is unbelievable.
At number 8, it's the Sonics' Luke Ridnour, who finishes with a flourish.
Charges to the paint, goes all the way, throws it up. Wild circus shot goes in off the window. Are you kidding me?
At number 7 is the Hornets' Bobby Jackson, refusing to be denied.
This is Bobby. Draws the contact and put it in. A chance at 3.
Bobby Jackson is most adept at doing what we just saw.
At number 6 is a high-flying hawk, Josh Childress.
Bogut tips it out, but into the hands of Joe Johnson. Ahead to Josh Childress. Score! With the right hand and a foul on Skinner. How about Jay Chill?
Did you see that explosion?
At 5, the Sonics set things up, and Chris Wilcox does the rest. Lewis, extra speed, look out! Wilcox, a big finish, and a foul. In at number 4 is Stromile Swift, throwing it down on Dallas.
You drive the lane, and Swift gets a huge dunk with a foul. It was pretty impressive, I will say that.
At 3 is Amar'e Stoudemire, looking just like his old self.
Stoudemire, 360! And a collective sigh of relief from everyone here in the Valley of the Sun. Amar'e is officially back after that play.
In at number 2 is Kobe Bryant, getting the step on the Raptors.
Kobe isolated right by Mo Peterson on the reverse. How about that scoop on the bank? Little spin.
And at number 1, it's Kobe again, this time giving it up for Kwame Brown.
Dumps it off to Kwame Brown.
That's our show for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Ian Eagle for NBA TV's NBA Action. We'll see you next week.